Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Hades 1. This is our mirror setup for the day. I'm going to take God's Legacy today because I am so tired of God's Pride just refusing to give us the duos we want. Yeah, I'm going to probably have a weaker run overall as a result of it, but we'll see. And we're going to be taking the aspect of Zagreus on the shield today for our 32 heat challenge. We're approaching halfway done on it already somehow. I play a little too much Hades, I think. We're going to take one level of lasting consequences, hard labor, maxing out convenience fee, jury summons, 3 levels of extreme measures, maxing out benefits package, middle management, underworld customs, forced overtime, heightened security, no levels of damage control, because I feel like the shield doesn't handle it too well. Like the base level shield, the Zagreus aspect. But 7 minutes on tight deadline I think we can manage for a total of 32 heat. Wish me luck. I'm going to try and aim for Merciful End again, which is why I am taking the Ares keepsake once more.
May the wondrous goddess Nyx continue to watch over you and darken the eyes of your foes.
And hopefully this time we actually get it. That would be really cool, you know? We'll take Ares' attack on the outset and benefit from its damage. Now, oop, I missed a fish. Oh well. I think overall the Ares keepsake, I think I've proven it through this playthrough. I really downplayed the strengths of Ares in my original playthrough. I thought Doom was a terrible curse. I thought the damage it provided was terrible. But we have very much turned around on that notion since this playthrough, that's for sure. I guess we're going to be in for the long haul in typical fashion. We're not going to really have much damage popping off until we see, until we see our duo boon. Although last run we did prove that we could get a fair bit of damage on Gilgamesh even without it. Like, it's really a matter of, do we have the base damage to support the early stage of this run, and getting hit by these ringers definitely doesn't help. Although I guess that's not damage so much as taking damage. An early Zeus I will take. I'll probably go for his special. Oh wait, no I can't. I need to make sure I don't lock myself out of Merciful End. So for Merciful End to be gotten, you need to very specifically take Athena and Ares attack and special respectively, or you can swap them, but you need to get one of each. You cannot take those are the only two boons that's set up for Merciful End from each of those gods.
Now don't lose heart, young man, and we'll keep at it with you here as well.
So I'll either take his dash or his call here. I really don't want his cat. Oh, his cast isn't terrible. It's just it won't reliably apply Boiling Blood, and I'm really looking for an ability to drop Lightning Bolt so I can start getting like second strike. Oh, Dionysus is here, so I guess our 4 gods are locked in once we pick Athena. Dionysus's call really isn't that bad either, so he's a good alternative to Zeus's call. So I think we've got our plan then. And, well, it feels like I might be having a rehash of the last run, because didn't I have Zeus on the dash last time too? It feels like our build is going to be similar, but maybe we actually get the boons we're looking for this time, or a 4th god is immediately forced on me and the run just goes to pot immediately. We will see. The nice thing about our current build is I can tag each enemy once with Doom, and then they're just going to die. That won't be the case in the next floor, but
Last time we got things going for you there. What do you say? You ready for this, man?
while it lasts, we'll enjoy it. Let's see. Positive outlook, premium vintage. I'll take premium vintage. There's a 50-50 shot of it hitting what I want it to, but we'll see. Yep. Oh, cool. It hit the attack. So our attack is probably fairly stacked up now. I mean, it's at least 100 damage per activation, which isn't incredible damage compared to its higher rarity counterparts. But what I care about is mostly just getting as much damage early as I can, because we'll have boons like Dire Misfortune and more importantly, Impending Doom to carry the run from there. I really do seem to be prone to getting hit by ringers, so I need to be a little mindful of that. Thankfully, we're not short on damage for Tartarus. Aphrodite.
Something I need.
Definitely don't want her if we're going for Merciful End here. Nothing from the shop I want. We'll take the mid shop here. I can't afford anything, but I'm not locking in Aphrodite this early into the run with the build I have in mind. Artemis would have been cool. Crits on Doom always do a ton of damage. I'll sit on my coin because hopefully there's a god that shows up on the final floor. As far as what I sell when I get to the shop, I guess I have to be mindful of that. Probably Thunderdash will be what I sell if I have to choose. Not that I have a lot of choice right now. Though here's another Dionysus boon. I'll take this. We should get enough coin from the next couple encounters to be able to afford something from the shop. Maybe this time I'll end up taking trippy shot, since last time I kind of screwed myself out of a good boon because of it. Potentially, I don't know for sure. Like last run, we'll try and avoid taking a call if we can, although we may end up taking Dionysus' call since I'm locking in a boon of his. This time I may actually genuinely sell it so that I don't get bad Hermes luck, although last time we didn't exactly have terrible Hermes luck. We did manage to get a very juicy rush delivery.
That's what you get.
Let's see, Trippy Shot, Dionysus Aid, Strong Drink. I'll take Strong Drink for now. I'm not really hunting for any duos from Dionysus at this time, so probably better to take the thing that has a lasting, a lasting benefit to us. Anyway, let's talk about real life. So, in my endless, oh gosh, it's a cloning witch's room. They don't have enhanced attack speed, thankfully, so they're a little bit more manageable than usual. And again, as long as I tag them once with an attack after their armor breaks, they should die. They only have about 100 HP, I believe. It's hard to tell what's a clone and what's not because of the lighting, though, I will admit. Lightning Strike is helping get that extra hit in, too. Or Lightning Dash, rather. You are definitely clone, yes? Okay, where is the real one? I can't genuinely tell. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of things shooting at me. Had to bail out to, holding up my shield will block a lot of projectiles. That's the one good thing we have about the shield. The Zagreus aspect in particular, it is still a shield aspect, which means there's a lot of potential damage it can block, but, I mean, Tartarus Witches, what can I say? Terrifying in Tartarus. There's the level on Thunder Dash that I was hoping we wouldn't see. Alright, we barely have not enough coin to afford a boon, but there's Ares showing up a second time. Could give us some really important boons, so we're gonna have to go for that. I'm not in the best state of health, but it's salvageable. Well, that isn't salvageable if I'm gonna dash onto a trap. It's hard to see them. This is gonna be a room that's clustered with traps in a second. With the mine spawning, I forget what these guys are called. Gotta be very careful about getting clipped by even a single hit right now. I'm gonna have my grievances against cloning enemies right now, because my goodness, the clone wars of this run have been rough. There we go, room cleared. And no damage taken. Okay, maybe not no damage taken, but damage that I worried about not taken. Unfortunately, we didn't get a boon that I'm really hunting for. I don't think I waste a reroll here. I need to be conservative about rerolls right now, so I'll take Urge to Kill, I think. We'll sit on a higher tier Blood Frenzy if we can find it. And worst case scenario, I can sell that. I'm not going to lament the loss of 13% damage up. Oh good, more witches. At least this room is a little bit more wide spread out, but... And this, well, there's our first Death Defiance. It's honestly fine. Between Patroclus probably showing up later in the run, and even if not, presuming we can get our hands on an Athena boon, we'll have a pretty good way of refunding Death Defiances later on in the run. Even a Kiss of Styx isn't the worst thing. It's expensive, but it does bring us back from the depths of borked run. But I need to be careful with hide and security. I'm so prone to... I don't know what it is about Tartarus traps, but I think Tartarus traps are the ones I end up getting hit by the most. Alright, up to 116 damage on our attack. Not amazing, but not bad either. And we can afford a boon here. Hopefully we get one of the gods we've seen, or we get Demeter showing up yet again to force her way in and then be immediately ignored because she is not the god we want, and rarely is, unfortunately. So, unfortunately our early strength is lacking, to put it gently. To put it kindly.
Of payback to administer here, let me tell you, Zach.
Alright, Meg, if you say so. Here, have some damage. We're just going to be trading blows back and forth. I need to be careful not to aim on her traps, though. Bail out from Tisiphone's AoE. He should get phased any second. I'm going to save... I am going to drop... Actually, maybe I don't need to drop Boldy here. Oh my goodness, I got hit by, like, every projectile. I need to drop Boldy here.
It's the Fury Sisters.
You blasted wretch.
A little bit of wasted damage there, unfortunately, but it's fine. I wanted to end the phase as quick as possible. Just, all of my damage primarily comes from Doom, so I'm just holding out for that. I can afford to play a little bit safer. I don't have amazing tight deadline management right now, but I can manage it. That witch from down under, did not see it even in the corner of my eye. Get out of here, you. No one invited you to our party. This is our date. Third wheels are not welcome to Megan... to Megan's date. Oh my goodness. I may not have slept the best last night, Kiwi. Unfortunately, I think our heat is out again. I don't know why, but it is very cold today. And we spent the entire day yesterday cleaning because, unfortunately, we found a dead bed bug in our bed. We couldn't find any evidence that there are others, but apparently this house has had a history with them, so we took it seriously, as we should. Bed bugs are not the sort of thing you want to sit on, or sleep on, or really anything on them. You just want them gone, and they're so hard to get rid of, apparently. So this has been a lovely day, a lovely week. I honestly will buy this, I think. Or do I sit on Patroclus and hold on my coin? I'm gonna hold my coin for now. As much as it's probably a good idea to take that Debt Defiance, I'm not so worried about it right now because we will not see Tartarus level witches any further. And with Athena's keepsake on, we will have a way of dealing with them even more importantly. Place your bets on if the first boon we're offered is her dash again, or just, we have all of our core boon slots open, so she could offer us effectively 4 different boons, only one of which I want. But we have 3 slots for them, so there's still a decent chance we see it. And you guys maybe not go running off all day. I just don't have the patience for it. Oh man, we need a deflectability as soon as possible. Our damage is severely lacking. I'm just gonna have to mash X and win game. We don't even have a decent special. We don't have anything. Man, well, hopefully we see, oh my goodness, that was 29 damage. Hopefully we see Athena sooner than later because we're gonna need the help. We are definitely gonna need the help. And the gods have not been that kind to us in terms of RNG. Or I guess it's, do we blame the fates in this game's canon? Probably we blame both, don't we? I mean, if the fates decide everything, then the gods' choices to help or not help us are likely affected by that too, right?
Boss, that's good, but you're standing still. That's bad. Let's get you up and moving about again, all right?
All right, Hermes, please give me something good. +3 greater, oh, hyper. This is having genuine flashbacks to the previous run. I am a little worried about how it's going to go, but we'll take the hyper sprint here. That sets us up for rush delivery. Okay, we are not missing this fish since I was actually, I couldn't remember what was over here, but I felt like there was something I wanted, and it was a fish.
A Slavag.
A nice little fishy friend. Welcome to the team. I've been playing too much Pokemon. All right, Eurydice here. We're gonna hope for, I mean, in this instance, I have so few boons that Ambrosia Delight could hit. I might actually take it here because it's our attack. I don't want it to hit premium vintage. Okay, never mind. We've got 4 boons or 5 boons.
To eat before you head on out, hun.
So it's not an incredible RNG chance. I'm gonna just take Refreshing Nectar and hope.
Hope you like it.
Alright, there's our second Hermes showing up just in time, and just like the last run, I will reroll up to twice, because Rush Delivery could really help here, but what we really need is Merciful End. Like, with Merciful End, our damage potential goes up substantially, and without it, our damage potential is kind of, well, I mean, our potential is there, our output is terrible.
Good.
Anyway, I don't intend to whine this entire episode, I have to lament the fact that this has not been a kind week to Kiwi and I, and I'm hopeful that things make some sort of turnaround. Unfortunately, my parents are visiting in 2 days, and we have no time to deal with anything. My parents honestly may get roped into having to help take care of the house because of everything, and we don't want them bringing bugs back to their house, so that kind of stymies a lot of our plans, because we don't really want to keep them in the house if we can avoid it, but at the same time, Kiwi and I being homebodies would much prefer staying in our house, so we have no idea how this week is going to go on that front, and I very well may not have time to record, frankly, because of my parents' plans, so we'll see how things play out, I suppose. Alright, Hermes, of course you don't offer it on first pass, so let's reroll. And Rush Delivery, Greatest Reflex, oh hey, there it is, Rush Delivery, 75%. Quite nice. I just heard a Chaos Gate. We could probably use a Chaos Gate, unless, of course, a Trial or a Mid-Shop. Well, the Trial I don't care so much about. I have literally nothing from those 2 gods that benefit. I'm pretty sure I heard a Chaos Gate, did I not? Did I hallucinate a Chaos Gate sound effect? I'm wasting tight deadline to prove it. I don't see it. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the Light of Ixion to force a Chaos Gate. Although the next room we see will probably be Athena, so I won't be able to take it. I'm gonna not then. The mid-shop is probably the better choice here, but I need boons to sell, so I'm gonna go for this trial.
Moving right along.
I mean, we sold Thunder Dash, plus if I take some boons from them, then I can have a better... Oh, you know what? It's a good thing I sold Thunder Dash, because we need the dash for Merciful End. Huh.
Pick a favorite.
I guess I'll just take Zeus's cast. Of course he doesn't offer it now, and he doesn't offer his call either. So I guess I'm taking Heaven's Vengeance. Woohoo, it's a boon to sell, I guess. Ugh, I have misplayed this terribly.
Oh, man, that was definitely not a thing to do. I mean, are we best mates or not? You think on that while I do this.
All right, Dionysus, let's get this over with. Oh boy. Anyway, so what are we gonna do with my parents? I mean, that's a very good question. We live in the middle of nowhere, and and being in the middle of nowhere, the most interesting things to do are at least a half-hour's drive away. And by most interesting things to do, I mean a tiny little mall with only a couple shops in it. So we may have to take an hour-long drive out into the city if we want to see anything of interest, or we sit on the notion and. I mean, realistically speaking, if we do have bed bugs, they're likely isolated to the bedroom, is our hope. But that's not how bed bugs tend to operate, so I don't know, man. It might just be where, I mean, we've done some at-home care. We've got diatomaceous earth. We washed everything in that room. Steam cleaned and dryer. Apparently you're supposed to dryer things for like a good half hour. And that often is enough on high heat.
I just can't stay mad about you, Zag. And to be honest, why, I wasn't that mad to begin with. I just thought I'd shake your branches up a bit.
All right, let's see what we given us. I mean, do I take Trippy Shot? I mean, Trippy Shot, since we're playing a melee build, won't be the worst thing. It'll give us some extra safety. I think I'll take it. Walks in a course boon slot and leaves something open. All right, so there's Athena. As much as I'd like to take that enhanced Ares, we got to go for the Athena boon. We need her attack, we need her dash, her special. Ideally, we get her special as soon as possible.
You two ready for me then?
Oh my goodness. Of course we get the worst mini-boss too. By far my least favorite mini-boss, just because I'm so prone to taking damage from it. As long as I keep them tagged with Doom. Okay, I'm dropping boldly. I think the Skull Crusher is going to get out of the way in time. Oh well. I just know I'm so prone to taking damage from them. I'm going to get what I can done, and somehow I managed to dodge that. Get as many hits as I can. And now that its armor's broken, I should be able to just stagger lock it with Doom. Whoop. I'm lucky I didn't get hit there.
Bye, you two.
Let not your sense of purpose waver, Zagreus. Visualize the outcome you desire.
We should be coming up on the end of Tartarus, or of Asphodel, but my goodness, do I feel like we need something to make it shine. Alright, we got her special, we'll take it. Unfortunately, that's the end of Refreshing Nectar. It feels like it kind of went to waste, but it did get us the higher tier Rush Delivery, so I can't complain too much about that. Rush Delivery will make up for a lot of the damage we're lacking, and we still got a Chaos Gate, all things considered. Wow. But there was our reason why we didn't take the the Light of Ixion in the previous Well of Charon, because I expected to see Athena in the following chamber, because we only have so many chambers in Asphodel, and because Athena hadn't been offered at all yet, I think it's within reasonable expectation to have her show up very soon. We only have a couple encounters left on this floor, by my calculation. Asphodel overall, I think they made it take fewer chambers to clear because it's just such a bigger biome. They figured the encounters would take longer by virtue of enemies being more spread out. I'm definitely having to play a little harder than I would like. I forgot I got Trippy Shot and I should be using it. Alright, let's see. Mid shop. So this is the end shop. I think we take the Chaos Gate. We could use some extra power. We're hoping for something to benefit our attack boon, or even HP or boon rarity isn't terrible.
There you are.
What have you got, Chaos?
Let us conspire to expand and frustrate your Lord Father's sense of both what is and is not possible within his underworld.
Living up to their name, Chaos is definitely a bit of a troll. Let's see. Attack does 46% damage, but can't use my attack anymore. I'm not re-rolling on Chaos because I have 2 re-rolls right now. None of these are great. Honestly, all of these are terrible. Do I give up my attack and then not be able to kill Lerny? No, I don't, because I need that. I think I have to re-roll here, honestly. Darn it. I really need to sit on those re-rolls. I'm re-rolling once. I gotta.
Let's see what else.
Dash Strike does more damage, but rewards are... Okay, this'll work. Do I give up dash range going into Lerny? I mean, I have Bull Rush. I can make up for lack of dash with Bull Rush. This is probably my best option, or I take this to up our chances of seeing Merciful End. I think, honestly, I shouldn't count on Merciful End showing up. I've had such terrible RNG. I'm gonna take the reduction in dash range and just DPS this way. And now here is Ares to give us Merciful End, right? Of course not. Impending Doom, though, we will very gladly take that. We can't afford our hammer. We don't have any hammers yet. A hammer wouldn't be a bad idea at this point in the run, but I'm gonna take the HP to play it safe. Getting into Elysium, I'll have to think about what keepsake we take. Probably coin purse so I can afford a boon from the shop.
I see you regrew your neck.
It only allows us to, it only puts like 50% of the cost in, but it's fine. As long as I use my Bull Rush wisely, I can block most of the damage I should be afraid of from Lerny. It's mostly when his heads come out that I'm going to have to deal with a lot of AoE that comes from different angles, and that could be a problem. Or I just don't use my Bull Rush at all and therefore take a hit, whether I want it to or not. Looks like our Bull Rush, or our Doom damage does about a quarter of these heads' health. Although realistically speaking, it's more like a third because the armor is definitely more than the HP, the red HP. Oh my goodness, what hit me? Oh, there was a skeleton there, I think. I didn't see it. They're called Bloodless, I believe, in this. I'll probably toss out a Sisyphus here. Speeds along the second phase, and most importantly, gives me HP. Okay, apparently if I stand too close to Lerny, I still tank his hits. Good to know. But that sped along that phase a fair bit. Oh good, you guys are all just camping on the lava. Forgive me if commentary is going to pause for a second, as I really need to focus here. My goal is to at least pop as many... get a head done before I switch on to another one if I can. That one's dead with Doom damage. This one should be dead shortly. That one's definitely dead. The reduction in dash range is definitely palpable, but we have got it. We have 5 HP left, so as long as I don't freeze on any lava, I should be okay. Nope, I saw it right before it was too late. The one downside to Bull Rush is that the way I position my hand to use it kind of slides me off of the dash button a little bit. Not the best asphodel, hardly the best asphodel, but we'll make up for it with some extra damage soon enough on the attack. And by all hopes, we'll get Merciful End, at least by the end of this run. Let's see. I mean, even if we do get Merciful End, I don't have a good way of removing it. Since we haven't gotten Athena's dash, we need at least 2 more boons from Athena between her duo and her dash. And Ares did thankfully give us Impending Doom, which upped our damage potential a fair bit, but we need a little bit more from that. I am going to go ahead and take Coin Purse here. Worst case scenario, it affords me a Kiss of Styx. I'm still going to sit on this hoping for Patroclus on RNG. And of these boons, we sell Trippy Shot. As sad as I am to see it go, I'm not that sad. Alright. So, what else have I been up to? I mean, Kiwi and I are planning another bake of Irish soda bread. The first 2 came out, so we were only going to make one, and then we ended up making a second one because you can't really stop untethered bakers from doing what they love and eating what they love too. Oh my goodness, we have been devouring that bread. The second one, so the first bread recipe was fairly moist, so we tried to add some flour despite what the recipe says, like don't add flour to this, and it still tastes really good. It's just based on the description, it sounded like the dough should have been more workable than what we created. It's probably because the recipe calls for buttermilk, and we use a buttermilk powder that gets reconstituted with water, and I wonder if because of that the dough is just a lot more moist than the recipe would have expected. Hard to say for certain. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get hit by that. No. I am going to enjoy this floor, I have a feeling. But will I enjoy our RNG is the real question. I'm gonna chase after this to kill it. Don't need enemies respawning if I can avoid it. How did that not hit me? That genuinely should have hit me. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, our damage is not inspiring. Pulverizing Blow actually would be pretty decent for us. Ferocious Guard. 20% damage and move speed after blocking a foe. I am blocking a lot of things, but doubling our attack damage when that's really all we've got right now is probably the best. If we get Impending Doom, or Dire Misfortune, it'll also allow us to stack up more Doom attacks more rapidly. So I think overall that's the best choice here. Oh my goodness. Champions with armor are going to be a problem for me. I'm really hoping we're going to have to sit on a Patroclus showing up and hope that he does. I really can't count on it, and with our Athena luck so far, I can't count on her showing up either. So, chariots, shielders, butterfly balls, they're all going to be a problem. Everything's going to be a problem on this run. Oh man, it's so scuffed. I mean, as a whole, I maintain that the Zagreus aspect on the shield is one of the worst aspects for the shield. It's still the shield, so it's good, mind you, but... Alright, I think a 20% damage up on Impending Doom does more than our attack up, so I'll take that. And then here, I probably buy the HP. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm going to sit on it. Shop. Alright, I would like that hammer, but we need to take the shop here because it could give us Athena or Ares, and we really need them to show up right now. Or it's Zeus, because of course it's Zeus. Zeus, I'll take your cast. I don't want to take your dash. I'll take your cast. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I really could not give a shit about you. HP or coin? I think I take the coin. I need to be able to afford things later on in the shop. We do not fight Charon in this situation. That would be a terrible mistake. Like, the worst part is, like, Athena's, the special on the shield for percent, specifically the Zagreus shield special, percent-based damage on the shield special is just so wasted. It does nothing for us, because what does it make it do? It makes it so 50 damage on that special, and I got hit because the animation for casting it is so long. Well, that's my fault. I was just in a bad position. I was... Could you kindly stop? There we go. Like, me getting hit there is entirely my fault, but still, I do not have any of the tools we need, and we're a quarter of the way through Elysium. We're not going to get it. I'm just going to have to go back and forth with my Bull Rush, and that's like my best option for not dying here, frankly. And it doesn't feel good to play. It does not. It honestly does not. Well, I said I wouldn't spend this whole episode whining, but I'm proving myself wrong. I definitely didn't want to get hit by that arrow, because that would have ended me. Alright, we still have one Death Defiance left, but it's not looking promising. Here's an Athena. This is a increased rarity Athena because it's a mini-boss, and of course it's Asterius.
I expected you to reappear.
Oh boy.
Let us fight.
Alright, we attack him with our cast, and then we pass through. I just have to go back and forth with Bull Rush and play it super safe here, but I can't really afford to time-wise because Tight Deadline is constantly ticking. But our special does next to nothing. So I have to hit him. Thankfully, the shield blocks most of Asterius' attacks, but our DPS is... Whoa, hello. Can't block that. I'm going to toss out a Boldy and try to speed along this a little bit. Like, I have two options here. Either take hits and not get hit by Tight Deadline later on, or play it safe, but inevitably get hit. I mean, realistically speaking, knowing me, I'm going to get hit anyway. That's just how it always ends up being. This is some good chance to get an attack. I should be able to phase him. Cool. Wait, I shouldn't have picked that up, because that is one extra tool to defend against his weird dashes. All right, unfortunately, we cannot really melee him here, although I guess I can Bull Rush through him. Maybe, you know what, if I kite around the statues, I might be able to get a little bit more damage on him. Because the statues not only block his Bull Rushes if he's standing too close to them, but they also do actually do damage to him if he hits them, and they crumble underneath him. Oh no. No. Well, we would really like to see Patroclus show up, because we are out of Death Defiances.
See you soon.
Got that cheeky 218 Doom proc on him after he phased, apparently. Okay. Is this going to be a story of too little too late? Because realistically speaking, I need her dash to activate it, but we at least got Merciful End. We need one more Athena boon. We need her dash now. But at least we're sitting well on coin. I think at this point, if I don't see Patroclus, I will have to buy Kiss of Styx, because without some good boons from Athena, we're still severely lacking in damage. I can do this though. I can do this. And realistically speaking, if I pop them with the special, oh well, here's the biggest reason why I can't use the special if I miss. If for whatever reason the auto-targeting system decides to just completely ignore the fact that the enemy was directly in front of me and shoot to its side like that, probably because the enemy's moved before I could actually get it off, I will get hit. I actually don't even know if it's more damage to just spam attack. If I had, oh, no, I don't think it's worth using my special to activate Merciful End, because it just leaves me as a sitting duck for a lot of situations. Darn it, I regenerated before I could kill it. Where is that Voidstone? Oh, it's hiding in the corner right here. What?
Get out.
Oh my goodness, Kiwi. This run is just ripped on the outset. Ugh. I have had a lot of rough 32 heat runs, like, I don't know why. I mean, it's 32 heat, so that's probably the best reason why, if ever there was one. But even then, like, particularly, my RNG has not felt nearly as good as it has on other runs, and I do not know why.
I'm rich.
Oh well. There's, oh my goodness, the Patroclus room. We don't need darkness right now, but 3 Death Defiances.
Can't give up yet.
I guess I whined enough about RNG this run.
Well, look who. Just don't go starting any wars you don't intend to finish, stranger.
I don't know if I intend to finish this one, Patroclus, because I physically cannot. Technically, we've ended it, but I mean, realistically speaking, the war of getting to the surface will never end. Alright, I think we take another Palm here. The coin isn't a bad idea, but Palm is a little bit more damage. If we get it on Impending Doom again, that could carry us a fair bit. I guess the nature of this run is, or the commentary on this run more specifically, is I am tilted. I am so tired and tilted, and it doesn't lead to the best commentary. And certainly with RNG being what it is, it doesn't lead to the best run. So we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I feel my phone blowing up, which means Kiwi is probably awake and realizing that our heat is out again and messaging her dad. And I'm so sorry, Kiwi. This week has been so terrible to you in particular. I wish there was more I could do. You know what? Once this run ends, I'm gonna go make you some tea so you at least have something nice to wake up to or come downstairs to. So you can look forward to that. It's probably the only thing I can really do for you right now, but at least it's something pleasant in a week of everything just being horrendously unpleasant. Don't know what that chariot was doing, but it went the completely wrong way. You know, I'm realizing now, Merciful End is a great boon. It doesn't work when you don't have the dash to activate it. Okay, that's not entirely true, but it definitely is a lot rougher. Alright, we got that witch. That should be the end of this floor. It's weird. I just have like a passive understanding of when a floor is about done. Another level on the attack, sure. A free Ares versus a shop where we could potentially see Athena. I think we take the free Ares because Impending Doom isn't bad here. A high tier Blood Frenzy isn't bad. Those are probably the two things we would want.
My authority.
We get high tier nothing, and we don't get any boons we want either. I probably should have gone for the shop there. Do I reroll here? Realistically speaking, probably not. I mean, if I do take a high tier Zeus boon, let me see. Does Curse of can we get Vengeful Mood from Zeus's Call? Where is it? There it is. We can get Zeus's Call can set us up for Vengeful Mood. Honestly, that might be the play here. So I'm going to take Curse of Vengeance here and hope. All right, heroes, bring it on. I've got 2 minutes on the clock. Not making amazing time, that's for sure.
Try as you might, monster, you shall not shake either my own resolve or that of my dear friend.
He's a bull. He's not a deer, you silly. You silly Billy. Alright, what I want to do is I want to stick on Theseus for now, and then hopefully hit them both with Boldy if I can.
Fiend, who taught you such sloppy technique?
Boldy, here goes.
Did it work? I got both of them. Nice. Okay, I played that perfectly. And now I have a little bit of HP to not be able to survive a single hit from the bull, admittedly.
Cheering as we battle to the last.
Actually, we have Zeus's cast anyway, so we have a decent way of getting... We could get Vengeful Mood at any point. Again, right now, my biggest goal is just to keep damage on them as much as possible. And by damage, I mean Doom. He's getting stuck on the darkness there. He pushed it out of his way. But it's always funny to watch Theseus get... Really? That hit me. Oh. Oof, blocked that just barely. Alright, I'm gonna bull rush out of here because this is getting sketchy. Just a little bit too dicey for my taste. I think at this stage, Theseus is almost popped. I'm gonna try and melt the bull before... Oh, hi, Theseus. Alright, whatever. 1 Death Defiance, not the biggest deal.
Still alive, eh? Would that you too had a chariot, so I could conquer you in racing just as in battle.
Thankfully, Asterius has a pretty long windup to his attack, so if you play around that, you can get a lot of extra hits, I'm realizing, on him. Oh, well, Theseus got popped, unfortunately. No!
Goddess Demeter, I beg of you, assist me.
I probably prioritize getting damage off here if I can. Just makes Theseus a lot faster later on. Demeter's a bit of an annoyance because she likes to aim behind the pillars, so it's hard for me to safe spot as well. Oh, well, 2 Death Defiances, 1 minute left on the clock, not great. I really will have to depend on the Well of Charons to make up for this. I am playing terribly on top of everything else. Okay, Asterius is done, Theseus is popped. We are struggling this run, Kiwi. It does not feel too great.
I'll just take that.
All right.
Take them again, my shade.
Yeah, thank you for the lucky shade. Or thank you for the good spirits, my lucky shade. All right, what do we have to sell here? Let's think about that first. Divine Flourish, Urge to Kill. We definitely part with Urge to Kill. Is there any reason I would want to reroll to sell something else? Realistically speaking, no. I mean, our Vengeance boons are nice. We could sell Zeus's Cast, but it sets us up for Vengeful Mood, so let's go ahead and sell Urge to Kill. It's not doing that much for us, realistically speaking. And then I take the Acorn, because again, it equates to more than a Death Defiance does in terms of HP. We're not offered a Death Defiance from the Well of Charon, which is very unideal. I do have 2 rerolls. I could waste one here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for Vengeful Mood. So Vengeful Mood on the shield, if you didn't know, is really gimmicky because you can hold the shield down and then just let damage over time happen, and you block most of Hades' attacks while that's happening. But I only have 7 minutes and 6, and if I want to play safe against Hades, I can't really afford to waste that time. There's a Dionysus boon. So our shop is very lackluster, which is great. Hopefully I can get one of those palms to hit Impending Doom.
Got it.
If not, Curse of Vengeance, I guess, because Curse of Vengeance with Impending Doom will do a ton of damage. And there is Zeus, so we get 1 chance at Zeus giving us what we want, otherwise we have a palm. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the HP first because we want that no matter what. The palm is a little less reliable because it can hit a lot of different things, so I don't want to play around it. Of course I get stuck on the ledge there for whatever reason. I definitely had a dash, so unfortunately I just took a free 20 damage for what I would like to say was objectively not my fault, but maybe it was. I'd have to watch the footage back and be like, okay, I didn't position right, which is realistically what happened, but it doesn't feel good, Kiwi. This is going to be one of those runs where you're going to listen and laugh because you just hear how much I'm struggling.
Feels sick.
Well, even though we got poison there, at least the poison didn't hit us. Satyr's probably going to hit us. Oh, great. Can I please cross these boundaries? Alright, we're definitely lacking for damage. I keep getting poisoned and then immediately curing it because I clear the stage, which is at least nice for us. Because I need to. So here's the thing. Like, I have 1 Death Defiance. That Death Defiance, I think, refunds, if not half my HP, at least 100 HP. Or at most 100 HP. And this is not such a big if that I'm expecting it not to happen, well, goodbye HP. If I get tagged by a single trap here, a guillotine, a saw blade, I am just going to die almost immediately. It's a lovely experience to have in this game when you have heightened security on and suddenly get clipped by a trap. And that extends to Hades' pots that he summons during the fight. Okay, I'm really not enjoying this position. Like, I have nowhere to go. I'm just getting zoned by this poison everywhere. Alright. Well, I got hit by that. Oh, man. This is... Kiwi, this run is so bricked. I hate the aspect of Zagreus on the shield. It's just like... It's... Would you like to have the shield, but the weakest potential form of the shield in every capacity? Yes? Well, congratulations. You've got this aspect of Zagreus. Well, that's why I wanted to bang out this run, because, my gosh, I did not want to do it for long. Alright, well, that went terribly, and knowing our RNG, I am going to take the mini-boss here, because I doubt we're going to have a 2-chamber 6. I need as much time as I could get on the clock. They're giving me only enemies that are hard to kill. The rats just do not synergize with the shield because of their AoE. They just zone off the entire map, and I'm just stuck without an option for damage. Unless I want to take a hit, mind you. I'll just have to bull rush back and forth. Alright, I do not want to stand in front of the spawners here, but if I don't... Kiwi, I'm so tilted. I am genuinely tilted. I'm going to lose a Death Defiance before I can even make it to Hades. And without a single Athena on the field, Athena just like, alright, fine, I will give you my special. You will get Merciful End that you asked for. You know, to ask for Merciful End is one thing, to actually be able to use it is another. Oh my goodness, I have just had the worst possible RNG in a series of runs rapid fire. It's so genuinely tilting. Like, who cares if I have Merciful End if I can't use it well? I shouldn't have even planned building around it. Next time, I'm going
fast this time.
And of course, counting my RNG to be terrible, I have shot myself in the foot. I genuinely probably need that Zeus boon, because without Vengeful Mood, I don't really have that much to go on into this fight. I don't know, Kiwi, what's the right choice here? Do I go for that? Do I go for that, or do I just say, I don't have enough time to kill Hades, and I don't think Vengeful Mood is going to fix that. I think I have to go for the fight, honestly. I probably realistically just depend on Evergreen Acorn just to do as much damage to Hades early, and then roll from there. We're gonna take the boon here. I mean, at this point, what does it matter? I could take Dionysus's dash so that I get status privilege going, and that would be very helpful for me, so I will do that, I think. His aid does more damage overall. It would be very helpful for just melting Hades' HP later on, but I think this will give me more damage overall because it's a flat 40% damage increase. I think we take the Palm next.
Delicious.
12 more damage on the attack versus... Do I reroll here, I guess is the question. I don't have a lot. Impending Doom. Realistically speaking, we're going to have pretty significant diminishing returns on that. I think I'll just toss this on the attack. It's the core of our damage. Sadly, can't afford that Centaur Heart, but we have 230 HP.
The monster's solitary weakness, Satyrs Axe, proved terribly effective once again.
We block 5 hits from Hades going into this fight. We have 1 Death Defiance left.
See you, boy.
I can, realistically speaking, do this, but I'm not going to enjoy doing this. This has been a run, Kiwi. Like, I realistically cannot benefit from Merciful End here.
Still chilly out here, thanks to grandmother.
Because if I use my special, I can't hold my shield up to block attacks, and I really need to do that.
Resistant even now. Though let us see how strong you are as well.
I think I'm just gonna write off Athena at this point because she has abandoned us like no other god has. That is not true. Zeus has certainly been very spiteful, but I think honestly Athena is one of the gods we've had the worst RNG with consistently. Probably because we just take her so often. I don't know if I used an Acorn charge there or if I blocked the hit. Our DPS is actually pretty solid if I just play well. That's the thing about Hades is an expected fight at the end of every run, so I know how to play against him fairly well. It's just his phase 1 when I have to focus on things other than Hades himself. All right, we got hit by that, unfortunate. Do not have any call, so I can't use that to my advantage. All right, we popped his friend, and that Doom should take it out. Okay, now we can focus back on Hades. I think I did get clipped on my Acorn, so I don't have too many Acorn uses. Oh, I'm out. And he hit us for 62. Okay, I gotta play a little safer. I'm waiting for these AoEs to pop out if I can, but okay, we killed that one, that's fine.
My summons wretches, and come bring my wayward son down to your depths.
Trying to kill his friends as quick as possible. Because they, again, I'm just so prone to getting hit by them that I want to get rid of them sooner than later. Alright, there we go. Let's kill these spawnlings if we can. Alright, you know what? Our damage isn't the most lacking, all things considered. Status privilege definitely helped. Funny enough that Dionysus did more for us than Athena did. Because realistically speaking, I'm not using Athena's boon. And I'm not benefiting from Merciful End. So yeah, Dionysus with this single dash has done more for us than Athena actually did. Kind of sad. Alright, that's phase 1. Yeah, I've got this in the bag. The shield is so good at what it does. That said, I get hit by 2 pots and the run is over either way. He's lasering, which is actually a lot of free damage for us here. Get him with the attack, or with the cast rather, so that we can toss some extra damage on him. Come run over here, Hades. Oh, more lasers? Okay, sure. Well, unfortunately, if he's going to toss out lasers over there, I can't get behind him, realistically speaking. At least not safely. I seem to be able to get like 3 attacks off before he charges up his next attack. But learning the in-betweens on enemy patterns is really helpful for maximizing your DPS. I was doing that with Asterius earlier. Okay, bad pot RNG. These are all in really bad locations. Need to be careful. Need to be very careful here. Because if I get hit by a single pot, the run is just shot. All right, we're halfway there. I don't have any use as a Boldy. Keep that in mind. He's looking for lasers? No, he's not. He was dashing. He's summoning more pots, which is free damage for us. Force pot spawn right there on top of him. I can't... Okay, thankfully him popping those pots actually helped me a lot because I needed to place the position better. Barely blocked that with the shield. Okay, there's our Death Defiance, but look at his HP. I think we've got this. We've got 2 minutes on the clock. I'm just going to wail on him at this point. He's bailing up for lasers, and I'm going to bail out. Oh, no. Whew, the Doom finished him off. There we go.
You think that you're the only one who shall keep fighting?
That was a pretty clean fight up until the very end. Like, it's funny. I genuinely have more trouble getting to Hades, particularly with Elysium, Extreme Measures 3, with the bosses, and Bad 6 RNG than I have with Hades himself.
Well done, boy.
Alright, Kiwi, I'm going to apologize for this one. This one was a hot mess of a run. I was such a whiny little baby in it. And I acknowledge that, and I don't have much more to say about that. It's just... I am tilted, I am tired, and maybe today was a bad day to record, and I am sorry if this is a bit of a downer for you. I will take a break, and then we will record again, hopefully when we have our heat back. And we've finished cleaning the house, and my parents have finished visiting, and yeah, and I have more sleep, but me being sleep deprived is kind of a given on a good day, so I'm not going to complain about that too much. That's part of life for me. With all that said, though, let's go do our house roundup. We're at some number of win streak. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. It's probably like 124-ish at this point, I think.
I have no new tales left to tell. But do not think that you have won, Prince Zagreus. For any tale worth telling is a tale worth telling again, and again, and again. Bye-bye.
Hopefully it's just going to be one of those things that we can look back on and laugh, not because it was funny, but because it was just so unbelievably bad luck so many bad luck things in a row. And certainly, if nothing else,
Thank you, everyone. You're too kind.
warmer weather is on its way. We're in March, just to date this video a little bit at the time of recording. Again, I record these in advance because I don't have time to record them during work, during my work season. So hopefully in the next 2 or 3 months, we'll have warmer climates.
The fates be damned.
Because being on the northern side of the world, our winters are pretty long. They go from usually Halloween to May.
I hope your last assignment turned out well.
Cerberus is preoccupied with scratching and biting at himself.
I wonder if Cerberus needs flea protection. I mean, he is wearing collars.
You get pets like this, don't you, boy?
They could be flea collars. Cerberus, does your dad give you heartworm? Do you have to worry about heartworm in the underworld? I guess mosquitoes do like hot and humid environments, so...
What else can we do to continue, I wonder?
The underworld's definitely hot in some locations, specifically Asphodel. Something tells me mosquitoes probably don't like hanging out around lava or magma, though, I guess. Maybe I'm mistaken about that.
Good for Thanatos.
Someone want to do a weird experiment and see if mosquitoes can survive in Asphodel?
Remember to take breaks, okay? We'll have to chat some other time here, Zag.
Alrighty, Nyx.
Honor the queen, my child.
I think the last time she said this line, I said something along the lines of honor to Goth Mommy and Dread Queen of the Underworld, Persephone. And, I heard that recording recently. Kiwi was sleeping to it, and I just was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I said that, but actually I can entirely believe I said that. Alright, well, all things considered, for a very long, what felt like a very long run, we were a sub 50-minute video, and oh good, transitioning from shield to sword. Well, like I said before, we've done Aspect of Poseidon, we've got the other 3 aspects to go. I am only building cast builds on these weapons because I just cannot play the sword well, and I have to make up for my weaknesses with the strengths that the game offers. So with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you are sleeping, I hope you are sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades 1 fun.